And we are back, ladies, gentlemen, and MPs, for the start of our Valpo Esports Rocket League NECC Week 2 versus IU Hoosiers Black. I'm your host, Diadem. I'm here with my co-host.
Yeah.
And obviously, NECC League changing to best of sevens. So first of four, we've seen this Rocket League team kind of grind for those first games. First week going extremely well, going a quick 4-0. Especially, I know us in the booth were pretty excited about that, especially. But hopefully, gonna round that out with another week too, right? Any special looks for this team? Any special remarks you'd say before this game? I think going into it.
This one is gonna be near and dear to my heart, having done everything for Indiana University for the last two
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think we looked at the roster before it started, and I don't recognize any names, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
this one's gonna be like tearing me back and forth, seeing which team wins.
Yeah.
So I mean, I kind of win either way, but
Yeah, I was about to say you're in a spot where you can't really lose here because it's
yeah.
either hometown pride for the last 2 years or you just swap over to Valpo with your brand new team. So yeah,
Mm.
I'll be rooting us on the side of Valpo here. I'll make sure to shift the tide a little bit in the caster booth, but it'll be exciting either way. I feel like this is going to be a pretty good match. Valpo obviously playing up to their caliber most of the time. Pretty exciting to watch. We've seen them be super aggressive, especially with if we take a look at the rosters here. Um, Taking a look at our new starting crew, right? Two returners, one newbie. Street Fair, Jank, and Master Seb coming back. Which ironic that obviously our new person doesn't have a picture yet, but it is loading, right? Picture day was only a week or two ago, so we gotta wait for those to come in. And
Yeah.
then speaking of coming in, do we have that NECC trophy yet?
We do not. No.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure we reminded everybody in the stream that we do not have our trophy yet because I think it's going to be a recurring thing, and I'm going to bring it up every NECC stream that we
Hmm.
have for Rocket League until we do. Because these guys are title winners, they deserve it. But I mean, moving on to this year, obviously, speaking about this game, you're talking about the new roster, talking about the new crew. Street Fair, being able to start us off with our first goal last week, especially, just kicking it off immediately, being able to kind of set the tempo for this team, get into Valpo's MO of being super aggressive, right? A lot of the times in Valpo wins, it's not really those kind of long, deep shots that you expect from a well-defended game. It's more so we set everybody at midfield, and if that ball crosses midfield, we're in a bit of trouble. But if not, we're taking as many shots as we can. So it's kind of that pedal to the metal play style that Valpo likes to do that always makes it exciting in the booth to watch.
Yeah, Street Fair's slotted in very nicely. Obviously, replacing Xander from I mean, I was gonna say last year, but what the last 4 years?
Yes, yeah,
So obviously a little bit of a hole to replace there. But Street Fair, it's only been 1 week.
yep.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but has filled that giant hole very nicely and kind of taken over for us. So haven't had any concerns yet with the team. Division 6, I believe. I think we
Yes,
talked about this,
yes.
unfortunately. Demotion, not promotion. We were looking for a promotion. We were expecting a promotion. Got a
Hmm.
demotion. So we'll see if maybe game one, maybe week one was a fluke and they're onto something. But
True.
I just have a feeling that this week might be a little bit of a repeat.
I feel like it just kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth for the fact that they won't send us the trophy and then they demoted us in the division that we won the title in. You know, but they got something cooking over there. I'm not sure if it's burnt yet, but we gonna see. If Hoosiers Black takes a couple of games off us, then I will resend that. But hopefully Valpo gonna be able to stay dominant, especially coming out today. Right. Obviously, a lot of the times, the very first match kind of sets the tone for the rest of the series. And we seen
Hmm.
Valpo last week come out with a 7 goal start, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
So
it was either 7 or 8.
yeah. So obviously a pretty crushing victory, at least on that side. So hopefully Valpo will be able to come out and start it off again this week. But Rocket League, in the infinite game dev wisdom that they had, decided to push out an update at Wednesday at 6 o'clock, which means that a lot of our teams, especially competing today, are waiting for the update, which kind of sucks. It is a quick update, but that is kind of explaining the little bit of delay that we have in the booth. Obviously, we're casters. You asked me to keep the cam on me and keep talking. I'm a bit of a narcissist. I'll do it all the time. So I'm not going to complain about that.
Yeah, I mean Rocket League. always throws their updates on Wednesday, so this might be a little bit of a NECC thing.
Yeah,
Having competition day here, but they're trying to also avoid competition day for all of the other major
yeah,
collegiate esports conferences to allow for as many people to play in theirs as possible. So
yeah.
sometimes, a little bit of the short stick, and that's just what you're stuck with. It was a very small update. Luckily, they don't drop, multi-gigabyte updates really anymore at all. And if they do, it's only cosmetics. Another card for you to buy in the shop.
Yeah.
Um, the little like news bulletin that says we're going to Fortnite.
Yes.
Sorry, like
Yeah.
the waiting for that one to come.
Yeah.
So
No, it's on the way. It's on the way. But I mean, we'll see. Like you said, NECC still kind of has to dodge around. But when you're in a division, or excuse me, when you're on a team that's in multiple divisions, right? Like I know a lot of our Valpo esports players, we compete in NECC, JLEC. A lot of our teams compete in NVC as well. The league that's kind of more to the Midwest here that Valpo Athletics on a larger scale competes in. When you play those kind of games, scheduling becomes more of a balancing act rather than a conveniency trick.
mhm.
So because of that, trying to find that balance is nice. Yeah, the comment Liverpool versus Wigan Athletic vibes, definitely getting those in the booth as well. Don't worry, that's not lost on us. But we're gonna keep powering through it. Obviously, you never want to play down to a level of a team at any time, and I feel like Valpo's been doing pretty well
Yeah.
across the teams to do that, right?
Mhm.
So the biggest hurdle that you have to jump, especially when you feel like you're in a wrong division, is it's one thing to say and complain and cry about being in the wrong division. It's another thing to go out every week and show that you're in the wrong division. And I feel like that's what Valpo really wants to shoot for. So
Yeah.
as much as we can complain in the booth, quite frankly, we can't say anything if our Valpo teams don't actually show it. So as long
Mhm.
as Valpo Rocket League keeps coming out every week and showing dominant performances, I feel like we'll at least feel a little bit more justified in the booth for talking about it.
For sure. And while we wait here, let's look ahead at the week.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to be back with some more League of Legends action.
Yes.
You might be a little better suited to tell me the team we're playing against.
Yeah. So in all honesty, we haven't gotten the update for scheduling yet. So I would love to tell you what the team is yet, but I haven't had any update. I don't
All
think yet.
right,
Yeah, if you
we're
want to
going
go check,
unprofessional. I
I
can
do
figure
know
this out.
I do know specifically that obviously last week we did have the or not last week, but excuse me, 2 days ago, we did have the reschedule match against IT, and their really dominant team, which we decided to pull out some unorthodox draft tactics, which was two skin lines, and see if we could match and see if they'd figure out what skin line we were using before we finished the draft, which was kind of fun.
Hmm.
Obviously, IT being the most dominant team, but officially, it's because we're holding our cards close to our hand for playoffs, right? But also unofficially, the B skin line is amazing. And we were joking and laughing a lot about a team, and I wanted to play Kog'Maw, so I brought it up to the team, and they were like, you know what? Let's just play the B skin line today. We used it more as like a teamwork thing, but obviously, competition definitely toning down from IT. IT is a very like separated team in our D3 division, I'd say. Like, for GLEC, it's not D3, but
Yeah.
specifically for GLEC, IT got a very big stipend and their players bumped up a lot in division. So they're up here,
Hmm.
and a lot of the other competition is kind of way closer to us. So I feel like, especially coming tomorrow and coming out for the next 2 games or 3 games that we have for GLEC in the coming weeks, are definitely a lot more entertaining to watch and definitely a lot more competitive from our side. So, I mean, looking forward, I'm excited for those games. I feel like we have really, really good synergy. And even though, obviously, 0-2 defeat against IT is never a fun thing to go through, um, it's always exciting knowing that the team kind of used that as a team building exercise and be able to move forward. So that made me smile at least. But we are still waiting on the update. So obviously, why I'm rambling about League of Legends here. I'm trying to think otherwise with our other teams, what we have coming up, because I know that obviously we have the Rocket League today, and
Yep.
then we have a varsity Overwatch game on Friday as
Yep.
well.
I think that
Yes.
one's a really actually. I could just open the calendar. I did find who you
Yes.
play in League of Legends tomorrow. So starting at 7 p.m. NECC League of Legends, they will be taking on Purdue University
That's
Ruby.
right. That's right. We don't have the update yet, but I remember my coach talking about it. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we are going to be taking on Purdue. That's actually been a good team. We have played Purdue in the past. We played their main team in the past as well, and they've been competitive series. They have never been 2-0 blowouts from either side. It's definitely, I think we've traded 1-1 in the past before. Whether I think there was one time where we played them in activation, so technically that's a one-game series. I don't really count that, but we have played them before. That is a fun match. I feel like it's always been pretty competitive. But for varsity Overwatch. I know for Friday. I don't mean to rush you here for
No, you're
speeding it up, but
fine.
if you have that pick, I know that, and the reason I bring it up is because I mean we'll be back in the booth.
So 8 p.m. start, 8 p.m. Central Time. Obviously, I know some of our viewers might be in Eastern. We are
Yes,
not that
yes.
far from the line, but 8 p.m. Central. Varsity Overwatch takes on the University of Arkansas Cookie. They
Oh,
they,
ooh,
they named their team Cookie
cookie,
apparently. Cookie.
cookie.
Yep.
Aw, that's so cute. I
Uh,
love it.
so that is actually the varsity team's first game because they had a bye in week one
Yes, yeah.
last Friday. So we'll
Which
be
is
catching their first game.
it's obviously it's a needed thing. Some
Yep,
team has to
someone
bite the
has to.
bullet, right? But I personally hate when I have buys on week one because week one for me is like the I'm ready to go. Like I lock in. If we lose week one, that's cool for me because I at least get to lock in for that week and like get to kind of get the feeling back for especially those competitive matches. But so varsity team obviously starting a little bit off kilter, but definitely one of those teams where we see a lot of returners coming in. A lot new added to the roster, especially. So I wouldn't be surprised if the team swaps around a little bit, kind of switches up a few. I know that we have a couple of changes in DPS as well added to the varsity team. So definitely going to be a fresh new roster coming at you on Friday, which I'm excited for. So if you want to hear more of our voices and you want to see how a new Valpo Overwatch team on their day, excuse me, their NECC or
Yeah,
GLEC?
NECC.
NECC week debut. Definitely tune in then because quite frankly, we might be enforcing the FF rule here if they do not get their games updated because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest, I would love to say that it's like, oh, it's an update so it could take anywhere from, whatever time. It was like a 450 megabyte update. We knew it because we had to do it in the booth here. You know,
Hmm.
at that point, how much are you really slipping by? It's not like League where you need to like draft prep, right?
Hmm.
You have to play prep and you have to know kind of how your other teams play, but at the same time, your pregame is mainly just warm up. So if you're not warmed up by game time, that's on you. That's not on us.
Yeah. It sounds like we are having communication in the chat. Let me grab my laptop, and we might be able to get some insight onto what's
Yeah,
happening.
take a look at least.
Because we are at the point where they technically would have lost the first game. Obviously, you don't want to have to enforce that rule on
Yep.
anybody, but you also don't want to sit here all night, right?
Yeah.
Because then you you wait, a couple hours, and then they still never show up, and could have been on with your day. So
It's
we will
always
see.
it's always a frustrating thing to have to pull the FF card because as a competitor myself, you want to play. Like you don't want to just win on FFs. Like unless the team is like crazy outmatching you and it's like 50 challengers versus your like gold average team and they somehow don't show up. I'll take the FF at that point. Like don't put it past me. I will. But in games like this and in games where it's evenly matched, you don't want to just take the FF. You want to play, you want to earn your win because at the end of the day, going home with an FS is sometimes necessary, but it's not the best feeling in the world. But if you're not going to show up on game time, I don't know what to tell you. Like at that point, you got to get your stuff together. We're in a collegiate league for a reason. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, the games do happen at relatively the same time and on the same day every week. So, they definitely knew about this before. As far as I know, I can
Yeah.
actually this is their first game, so they had
Emergencies
to buy.
happen.
Yeah.
Like don't get it twisted. Emergencies happen, but it's more so if an emergency happens, we need communication with it. You can't tell us
Hmm.
that you're updating and then ghost us for 15 minutes, you know? Uh,
Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've heard anything back.
it's how it goes.
So we'll see. How did the Wi-Fi go out here? It
That'd be
wouldn't affect
insane.
us stream wise since we're wired in, but
Yes, yeah. That would be funny though.
uh, suddenly Discord doesn't want to work. So
Okay, sweet. If Discord crashed, that's actually a big issue.
yeah, I don't
That
know.
would be a worse
I
issue.
don't know if it's just that server that I was trying to get into or what, but it
I
might just be that server, I guess.
I think it's just your server. I'm joining on my laptop that I use for like chat monitoring, and it looks like it's fine. So I think Discord might not be the issue. Because if it was like Discord went down, I kind of get that. Because then like you can't contact NECC devs, and you can't
Yeah,
get your team in Discord. So I get that, and it's hard to message on Rocket League. So that would be the one thing where I like, okay, I apologize. That's on me, like for complaining for the past 5 minutes. But we'll see. I try
yeah,
to I try to be honest when I complain on chat. It feels like honestly right now because of the delay that we have, it feels more like a beacon breakdown.
it kind of
S-
does. Yeah,
So you're getting me a lot more casually speaking here. I kind of got my leg propped up. I've been taking drinks. I've been enjoying it. So I don't blame the viewers if they just completely tuned out already. But I appreciate if you're still here. We're rocking together. Gonna see if we FF this one or not.
double-digit viewers, and it's been us sitting here for
Bang.
18 minutes, and nothing has happened.
Dude, what can I say? The people want more caster booth. The people are crying for more caster booth. What can I say? But no, I mean we're moving forward. We're still chugging along. Hopefully, this is not going to be a recurring theme. I can tell you, as being somebody from the program last year, this was a very heavily recurring theme of people just ghosting and FFing. So for our first like 2 weeks that we've been in esports like playing so far, first 2 to 3 weeks, it was pretty good. I feel like we haven't had many FFs. We've had like a couple of reschedules, but for the most part they're talking. Match being made soon. Okay, we do have an update. We're gonna be getting going or closing it out soon. We're making a
Something
decision
will
soon.
happen soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
something will happen. I can at least confirm that something will happen. But that's about it. I feel like the moment you mentioned viewers, we got like 4 people dropped. So I think it
Oh
was
no.
that was definitely the trigger for them to be like, all right, this stream is moving nowhere. So I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you might as well just tune in.
You're already invested. You might as well stay until the end and find
That's
out
what
what
I'm saying.
happens.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
we're already 20 minutes in. Like
Dude, where else are you gonna get me rambling about just different game times and reschedules?
yeah.
Obviously very engaging content to be playing around with. What can I say?
Mhm.
But
So I mean, we can look even farther at, or something we didn't talk about. We looked farther into the week. Saturday, we
mm,
actually have games.
oh,
Oh wait, we might be
might be
putting that
moving
on
in.
pause. It appears we possibly joined the lobby,
There we go.
and it seems everyone is here. So
Got it. Let's rock.
let's see. Um,
Yeah, we'll see if we
uh,
load in.
audio of Rocket League.
Yeah, you can hear the cheering in the background, but I
Ro-
don't I don't think you can hear much else right now.
Rocket League ASMR.
Yeah, do we want to just move the camera really quick to the crowd and just let them watch the Rocket League fans?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can
here, yeah, everybody take a look.
we
Let's
can get
just
we can get in the crowd. We're in the
yeah, yeah,
stands now.
yeah. Here, I'll do my famous I'll do my impression. Woo! Woo! Are you immersed yet? That's what we're going for right now?
Um, everyone's in the lobby, as far as I know, right? Like,
I saw them all.
okay,
Okay,
they
they're
typed
asking if
already.
they're ready. We're
Um,
moving.
we might have the teams on the wrong side. I don't know who's blue, who's orange.
At this point, I just want to play. Yeah,
Okay,
'cause,
the games are happening. No forfeits have happened.
yeah.
Hey, they're on the right side too. That is beautiful.
Because it is kind of funny asking ready 22 minutes after start time, but we are moving into it immediately. As you're gonna see, you do have Hoosiers Black on the orange side, you have Valpo on the blue side, and we are immediately kicking it off. Street Fair with the quick demolition and Jank over the middle, and Valpo just starting it off with one goal right there. They waited long enough in the pregame lobby. They are getting this game going now. Master Seb with a quick hit off the wall, and then Jank with the 2-1 contest over orange goal, being able to finish that off. And we're going to see immediately on the second kickoff who it's going to. And that's going to be Valpo taking it right off the corner. You're going to see for the side of Hoosiers Black, we have I'm gonna try and pronounce this, so I apologize. We have Kino, we have MH Box, and we have Cosmolix, I think.
I think Cosmics is what they go by.
I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna call him Cosmics for now. As you can see, Cosmics immediately going up. Got Cosmics, Box, and Necro, I think. And Jank straight over the middle. That's going to be a second one. I'm so confused on the names. I didn't even get to mention the ball straight over the middle. No contest. Jank with the free goal right there. So you see, yeah, the chip up.
Great bomb
Quick dribble.
there.
Yeah, really nice setup.
Cleared the net. I mean, completely. And
Yeah,
this is looking a lot like week 1 already. I mean,
Yes.
we're barely, 36 seconds in, and it's already a 2-goal deficit. And the ball has not been saved, unfortunately. Hoosiers Black gonna let that go in off the kickoff, essentially, by Street Fair.
Yeah, really nice angle off the wall here, but you're going to see nobody for Hoosiers Black is even back in goal. At that time, they both went up at the same time, just a little too late as it hits the corner and just going to bounce straight in. So Valpo instantly going to take another 3-0 start here before minute 4 is even closed out. As Jank coming up off the wall, going to be able to win the contest against Necurl. Master Seb bouncing it off the top rope, looking for Jank over the middle. Not going to be able to find it. Cosmic's hitting it to the middle, but Street Fair keeping it back through midfield. You're going to see this ball is still just trying to stay contested on this side. Looks like, actually, it's Keener. That's it. There we go.
It is actually Kinu, or Kinu. RL stands for Rocket League.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. See, it's all caps. It's all caps. That's my issue. I was not looking at that. Well, it's all lowercase.
It is all lowercase. In Spectator, it does show as all caps, but it would be Kinu RL. That would be what it
I
stands
apologize.
for.
Kinu, I apologize. My fault.
It's like if you were Diadem LOL.
Yes, yeah. That makes sense. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a very popular thing in Rocket League. To have RL at the end of your name.
Yeah, that's a big thing for fighting games. Fighting games put FGC under the back of the name all the time, but Master Seb immediately looking for the rebound off himself. Box with a nice contest and save in goal.
Opportunity here for Hoosiers Black, but Box is gonna just be demoed and Valpo is suddenly on offense. Wait, Hoosiers Black score? Or did...
Yes, yeah, they
did? I wasn't paying...
While we were arguing about Kinu's name,
yes,
Kinu scored.
Yeah, that is why we were talking about Kinu's name.
Yes, yeah.
I for some reason I just like blanked on that happening and thought the scoreboard added a goal somewhere.
Yeah.
Because they do, I think they do now have admin mode. You can do admin mode as, it used to only be a thing that like tournament organizers could get on their accounts.
Really?
Or that Epic Games or Psyonix before it got bought had access to. But now I believe everyone can use the admin mode. So you can like pause the game, you can add goals and all of that stuff, which was a very big controversy because the RLCS moved to like open qualifiers. So
interesting.
Giving people the ability to do that has been controversial. And Street Fair, though, gonna put it back in, get Valpo back on track. It seems Hoosiers Black has kind of stabilized a little bit from the beginning of this game. I'm gonna guess they didn't get any kind of warm up probably with the update stuff going on. But Valpo right back on offense where they usually are.
You're seeing they are picking it up a little bit here because obviously, first couple of shots would kind of go in with a late contest. Now they are contesting on the first one, but Valpo's being able to put it in off the rebounds. So you have to see how they want to kind of rotate in goal. They're going to have to rely on one person to at least bounce it back if they want to try and catch these rebounds. And Jank, really nice redirect there, trying to slow himself down. Gets the shot, but a nice save by Box. Going to put it back up over the middle. Ball still defended at midfield by Master Seb. Looking for another reset over this goal. Gonna just knock it back down. Jank picking it back up again. It looks like two are going to rotate down as Street Fair hits it around the middle. Quick shot on goal, not going to miss. Jank also whiffs as well, and this might be an attack for Hoosier Black as they push around this side. You have Kinu coming around the top. Street Fair sitting in goal. Master Seb looking for the contest, not going to be able to find it, but Jank does get the return, and here's the approach from Jank, and it's going to be a nice defend by Cosmics. Yeah, missed the shot.
Great opportunity there for Valpo, and actually that is just going to be slightly off by Cosmics. Valpo kind of got bailed out. I had no third
I like the idea.
But, oh wow, that's going to be bar and in. No one from Hoosiers Black jumped, and if I'm being honest, when I saw this touch, I did not think it was on either. It looked very off, but it
Really,
hit
really
the
nice air
outside.
control.
It hit the outside and went in. You know, sometimes that just happens, and not much you can do about it.
Sometimes your shots just fall. You know, can't complain much about it. But Street Fair looking for another shot right over the middle here. Has a really nice setup, but Cosmic's gonna be able to get it over the top. Jank keeping it back on this orange side, looking to reset it up over the middle. Master Set flying around the side, but doesn't have the angle on it as Kinu gonna be able to take that. Street Fair with a quick dip right back, looking to hit it up over the top. Cosmic's gonna reset it over to this left wall. Jank taking it right back, setting it up over the middle, past the Street Fair. Street Fair knocks it in, moving us to 6 goals here in the first match. Or first game, excuse me. This whole thing is a match.
Yeah, Hoosiers Black needs to be very careful. They are 1 goal away from being taken to Brazil, so
Yep.
not what you're looking for, especially since we looked back and this is their first game of the NECC season, so this is their opener, while we already have one.
Yes, yeah. You can kind of see as well. It's just the pace that Valpo's moving at. A lot of these goals are scored in really quick succession. I feel like, first 3 goals came in the first 4 minutes, then they kind of went on the drought for 2 minutes, and then they scored another 3 goals within the last 2 minutes. So these kind of goals coming back to back to back here are really, really starting to put the edge on Hoosier Black, as they're still defending in this orange side goal as Street Fair takes it up off the left wall. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Jank coming up over the middle, going to be able to contest it away from Cosmics and reset it back towards the front goal. Box looking to just stop his approach, but Master Seb with a quick chip. You're going to see Street Fair on the rotation. A nice defend by Cosmics, but Jank is back at midfield, going to chip it back up. Street Fair over the top, looking for the pass to Jank. Not going to find it. Ball just kind of rolls away, but with 8 seconds left, I don't see much time for 5 goals. So I think Valpo is going to take this game 1. Moving at least the series. This ball is in the air, shot over the middle, going to hit the ground here. Valpo, quick win here, being able to move them 1-0 in this best of 7.
Yeah, Hoosiers Black is going to need to look for the boost because they had none and were not able to challenge anything in the air. I'm not sure if that was a comfort thing or what it was, but no one was up. Valpo had free reign over the air with all of the boosts they had stolen on the orange side of the map, and it just made it near impossible to save anything. You saw a lot of the shots were in the top half of the net, and Hoosiers Black have not been playing the backboard like they should be, so
I was
gonna
going
need
to
to get
say,
the boost.
yeah, it felt like a lot of the times, obviously, we're talking about the shots just falling, right? But it felt like a lot of the times those shots were falling because they got the freest angles with no bumps at all. Like, nobody was touching them in the air. So now with a quick win on kickoff here, Cosmics is looking for an early goal. Kinu gonna be able to hit it around the side. Box looking to just try and keep this over midfield, setting it up back over middle. Master Seb just gonna try and slow it down. Does win the contest, pump it back over to orange side as ball floats towards goal. Master Seb with a nice shot right underneath the ball, be able to lift it right back up over goal. Just take a quick goal right here with only 18 seconds elapsed in time.
Yeah, quick score again for Valpo. The flip reset coming from Master Set, but not actually needing to use the reset. The hit off of the car's wheels were enough, and this is going in Valpo's favor. MH Box looking to clear it out. Can't really get it past half field, and like I said, the boost management and the boost game have not been great for Hoosiers Black. At the moment, they are kind of surviving, but this one might fall. Great save out of Kinu.
Crazy shot. I like that Street Fair. The angle on that was definitely there. It was just a nice save from Hoosier Black, as you can see Jank take it up right over the middle again. Master Seb looking for the redirect, not going to be able to find it. Ball coming back over the middle, Box looking to reset this, and Hoosier Black is on offense now. Street Fair not going to be able to win the contest too hard, but Master Seb's going to clear it right back out to this midfield. Jank taking it up over the middle, shot on goal. Going to be saved by Cosmics, but ball is still in possession of Valpo as it's shot to midfield. Kinu looking for something over the middle, not going to be able to find it. Master Seb just taking it back over midfield. Jank looking for the redirect, the pass to Master Seb. Master Seb chipping it up over the side. Street Fair coming over the top, and a 1-2-3 play right there for the second goal of this match. You love to see it. Jank to Seb to Street Fair.
Yeah, great preach up there out of Jank, and good vision to look upfield still to try to find Master Seb again, where that ball originally came from, and not trying to just rip a shot on net. That's been something great so far, especially with the new addition of Street Fair, not the usual three they have been playing with for so long. The team play is still there.
And a quick shout out as well. Gucci Girl is back for, I think, the third or fourth year, I think, of me casting Rocket League. I have seen them in chat every time. They are back again for this Rocket League semester. Love to see it. Love to have you back. Just had to shout that out really quick because I feel like it's a recurring chatter I always see giving support for Valpo. But obviously, quite a game to tune into. Valpo winning up game one, 6-1. Coming into the second game 2-0, going in with 3 minutes left. You love to see it. Master Seb coming around the corner, Street Fair being able to contest this jank off the wall. Playing a little bit on defense here. You haven't seen this much in the series, but obviously, it doesn't take them long to get this back to orange side as Master Seb taking the shot up over the top. Ball floating back over to this blue side, going to be stuck in the corner, not going to find anything. Jank winning the contest in the air, bounce to Street Fair. Street Fair with a shot over the middle. We're going to see a box contest this, but won't be able to have the boost to get to it. Street Fair with a quick shot from midfield, being able to just score this here. Move Valpo up 3-0.
Yeah, Cosmic's committed for that, and no one was back. Box was in the corner, no boost of Valpo's side, and if you don't get any kind of contact on that ball, it is a free goal, and that's the risk you take. A great fake, if intended, there out of Master Seb. It kind of pays off in Valpo's favor. They're able to keep this ball in the orange half and really use that boost advantage. As you see on the side of your screen, it's completely full for the Valpo side and very, very low on the side of Hoosiers Black.
Yep. I mean, the more you keep Hoosiers Black stuck kind of in their goal, less chance they have to be able to move out and rotate to these boost pads, especially a lot of the times these boost pads are hit on fast breaks, right? Fast breaks and mid-screen rotations as a quick reset, or not reset, excuse me, just a quick rebound by Master Seb. They're going to be able to put it in for the fourth goal as the 2-minute mark breaks. Yeah, we've seen him hit that shot like 3 times this series so far, I think.
Yeah. 2 players from Hoosier Black in the net there. Someone's got to get up on the sidewall and attempt to save that because both of them were sitting in the same spot. Ooh. Just not going to cut it. A little double tap attempt from Jank. No one there. This could be an opportunity. A little bit of a toss middle out of Street Fair with no one there. Cosmics with a shot. Not going to work. Master Seb going to take this to the air. Jank is pre-jumped to his right. Not going to find anything. And this should leave about a 3-on-1 on offense for the Hoosiers Black side. A little bit of a sky there, but still keeping this ball in. Boost is running really low for Hoosiers. Only MH Box has boost at the moment. Cosmics will find one, but now Valpo is looking to get this clear out. And
nice demo. So. Yeah, just clearing the ball out on this fast break here. You can see 3 in goal, excuse me. Off the reset from the demo as Street Fair taking it off this right wall. MH Box looking for the contest in the air. Street Fair going to be able to at least win this a little bit favorably as the ball shot on goal. Nice save by Cosmics though. Kind of chip back up in the air looking for the reset. Jank going to be able to hit it over midfield. 1 minute left as Valpo is on approach here for their 5th goal of the game. As Kinu getting the shot over the middle. Street Fair going to be able to clear that back out. MH Box looking for the contest. Jank's going to win that and then clear it right back out to orange side. And Valpo continuing their complete dominance over this ball and ball control.
Yeah, but Hoosiers Black kind of left scrambling here at the end of this game with only 35 seconds remaining. Another shot is poured in. They just can't get out of defense, and time is dwindling. It's not impossible, but it is basically over at this point. A lot of time going to be wasted by that clear into the corner, and Jank is just going to be able to sit it downfield. Master Seb going to look for the pass back to Jank. Not able to find it, but Game 2 should be over at this point. I don't expect 4 goals in 15 seconds.
Yeah. Now you're just looking for any kind of morale goal, I feel like, for the side of Hoosiers Black to get you back into this. Oh, and Jank just another slightly off angle. Not going to be able to score that, but with 2 seconds left, that is going to be 2-0 for Valpo in this match series. Or, excuse me, in this match. I keep mixing the names up. I used to play tennis a little bit with my mom, so she would definitely get angry at me if she saw me mixing up these words. So going up 2-0 in the match against Hoosiers Black is Valpo Esports. Yep. Moving into our game 3, should be excited. I feel like, honestly, not much to say. Right? We talked about this pre-match in our 22 match pre-game talk, or 22 minute pre-game talk. Excuse me. That Valpo in a division that definitely is kind of under their bracket for the most part. So staying dominant, staying on the top of it is what we want to see them do.
Yeah. I think they're kind of talking about the potential forfeit games there with being late, and Valpo telling them that they're fine playing it out first to four, not worrying about the forfeiting any games with being here late, which is what you love to see. At the end of the day, it's just esports and it's college esports.
Yep.
As they know, the program at Indiana University is a fully student-run club, so
Yes.
not gonna hold it that against them. Gonna be great sports about it and play it out because they definitely were in their right to forfeit and take those 2 games and it'd be over at this point. But gonna be great sports and play out the whole thing here.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, if there's no pressing matters that you need to get to, like if one of your students doesn't need to get somewhere at this time, and you're here playing it already, it's good to get the reps. Even if it's technically would be a forfeit for most of the teams that you play, especially Stu Run or Hi Lightning McQueen. What the?
Ciao.
Okay. That completely threw me off of what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying. What? What is he doing here?
Hey, this is a Hoosiers Black lead.
Okay, Hoosiers Black.
Lightning
Okay.
McQueen needs to lock in.
Yeah, seriously.
Flailing around over here.
We got brand recognition here. We threw away all of our morals and rights, I guess. We completely sold out here for Valpo. Just a shilling big movie.
If Disney wants to sponsor, please.
True.
Please.
That'd be a lot of money. They got the Street Fair with a quick return, being able to tie it up 1-1. I'm saying, if Valpo had a Star Wars sponsorship, Disney hit me. I will not curse another day in my life if you give me a sponsorship here.
Yeah.
Like you give me a Star Wars sponsorship, I will show up on stream dressed as a different Star Wars character every day. I will dress up as Luke, I'll dress up as Han, I'll dress up as Claude from the news. I do not care. I will dress up as a Jank, immediately scoring 2-1. Which actually reminds me of I have to ask you this later if we have a stream on Halloween. We usually do. If we have a stream on Halloween, I usually dress up for those streams. There's a quick demolition over the middle. Box is going to be able to take that right there. It's Jank coming off this wall. Valpo kind of put on their back foot a little bit here. This is the closest this series has been as Master Seb going to be able to clear it out. Cosmics at midfield going to stop that Street Fair with a nice bump over the wall. Keanu going to try and keep this out, but Master Seb has the momentum now, going to be able to move this to the side. You have Jank at midfield. Master Seb looking for some kind of reset. Jank now on the back, going to be able to boost up, try and just return this. Going to win the contest right up over the middle. Keanu bouncing it right back, and Valpo just kind of playing this midfield a little bit, not forcing too much of an offense here, knowing that you got to keep one person back, resetting their boost for the most part, being able to keep that capped over 50, as you're going to see Jank using most of it to be able to clear this ball. Nice dribble over the middle and a quick 2-man demo with a shot over the middle by Street Fair. Really nice clear and offensive. As you can see, Jank hits that and then a quick speed over the middle to demo out the 2 defenders as Street Fair knocks it right back in. You love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, just a wrecking ball from Jank there to open the net completely. And this game, it might not be as serious. That's a loud crossbar that Master Seb just hit. That was very loud. This game, they might have started off trolling it a little bit. Expecting a little bit of a freebie, but they've since locked in and scored 3 in a row, so not too concerned with the outcome of this game. It'll be interesting to see if Lightning McQueen still remains, but to answer your question about Halloween, it is a Friday, so there should be games.
Hey, but
you'll
I'll
probably
be playing.
have a league game as Jank slots the 4th goal in with about half the game remaining here. Game number 3.
Yeah, because this is brand new to this semester. GLEC moved their games to Friday for league. So, but Jinx cosplay. Fusic, come on, man. come on now. I definitely, if I had to cosplay an Arcane character though, out of the women in Arcane, it'd probably be Caitlyn, because that's who I actually play in league. I'd probably cosplay Caitlyn. I don't think I have the midsection to pull off Jinx. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not been hitting the core in the gym today. All right, Jinx has got that tone down. I cannot hit that. But Caitlyn, I'll get the giant like comically large rifle. I can handle that. I got the giant top hat as well. I can do that too. Don't worry. But I see you. I see you. As Jenk gonna take this over the middle. You still got, it's 4-1 as a quick approach right there. Nice defense by Street Fair. Not gonna be able to hit anything back out. But Jenk tip over the middle. Ooh. A little bit left.
The Jenk was already up for that. He pre-jumped way before, and there's another fake.
Nice
Not
defense.
Gonna go in though. Yeah. Great reaction out of MH Fox.
Yep. No, I'm glad you'll settle, Fusick. It's not even confirmed I'll be on stream, man. That's the saddest part. If I have a game, I cannot stream, but for the most part, we'll see. But yeah, you'll have to settle. You're lucky I don't show up in the Heimerdinger cosplay, man. I might just show up in the Heimerdinger cosplay. At that point, that'd go crazy. I'd go crazy on that one. But Kinu, quick defense over the middle. Jenk will be able to hit it off to the side. Street Fair still looking for some kind of reset over the middle. Not going to be able to get anything at least. Master Seb keeping it up over the midfield as we have a minute left on the clock, just ticking away. Valpo pretty commanding lead in this game 3. Unless Hoosier Black puts something together right now, I really don't think something's happening.
I mean, this is the closest it's looked to all series long, and just to update you and get your hopes up. You do not have a GLEC game on October 31st.
No way. No. You know what? The stars may allow. Yeah, Fusick's right. If I do the Heimerdinger cosplay on stream, can you imagine the social media posts? That is free. That Twitter post is going crazy. I'd put my all into it. I work 2 jobs.
If we get 5 Twitch Primes by the end of the series, Blake will show up in Heimerdinger cosplay on the 31st.
That's true. So, you know what?
Please sub with Twitch Prime.
If we had 5 Twitch Prime subs by the end of this series, I think 5 Twitch Prime subs by October 30th, I'd say I'd do a Heimerdinger cosplay. I think if we did that, as game 3 ends right here, gonna be a quick victory again for Valpo, as might have accidentally tuned in the. There we go. We are gonna be moving to game 4 here, right? Obviously 4-1 victory for Valpo. Really nice to see as we move into game 4. Gonna be trying to finish out this series here, but honestly, I'll say this. 5 prime subs by the 30th, I think, is a good goal for me to show up as Heimerdinger. 30 prime subs by the 30th is when I show up as Caitlyn. That's the deal. That's the real deal here. Because I know that that's not attainable. And I know I put a giant goal, but at 30 prime subs, at that point, I give up. I think at that point, y'all earned it enough. But yeah, we'll set a goal. But now Kinu being able to shoot this as we do kick off this game 4, excuse me, for this Valpo series. Yeah, Valpo being up 3-0 in the series right now against Hoosiers Black, being able to just play through these games. Master Seb with a quick tip. Street Fair is less over the middle, excuse me. As Master Seb still tipping off over the side. I think this ball kind of sitting around midfield. This is good offense. We've seen Hoosier Black come out pretty strong in these last 2 games, especially offensively, being able to keep this ball off of Orange side, which was a big struggle in game 1 and game 2. So at least putting it together, although the shots on goal haven't been landing as much, or have been at least for the most part defended, it is at least useful for them to put together at least some kind of combo here, make a couple of adjustments, get themselves back on track.
Yeah, so stick around once this one ends, and we're gonna check our sub count, and we're gonna set some goals. I think.
Set goals.
I don't know what the goals will be, but we're gonna have a little segment after this and to set a couple goals real quick, as Jank will open the scoring for Valpo in game number 4.
Let's see it.
Hoosiers Black looking to save the series, play for their lives right now, because this is 3-0 at the moment.
Yeah, I think in all honesty, Valpo have been pretty performing excuse me, pretty definingly winning this series. I think nobody's been doubting that, obviously, with the 3-0, but especially as the games kind of progress, you can see where Valpo's showing a lot of their kind of colors, showing their maturity here. Because these kind of games where first couple of minutes, even when they deadlock, is not the time to give up on offense. One of the better things about Valpo especially was that in the kind of leagues and the divisions that they would play against for Rocket League, where the games would deadlock for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, no goals would even come by, you would at least get to a point in the game where you have that breakthrough moment, that kind of the river dam breaks and a bunch of goals fly through, and Valpo is usually on the front end of that. So we're seeing that is still true, even in a different division. We're still seeing that Valpo kind of holds true to that with a new player, especially being able to hold off even when that kind of drought comes through with 2 minutes, 3 minutes. As Hoosier Black does put one in here, coming in with 3 minutes on the clock, being able to move this 2-1. We've seen this before, so hopefully Valpo doesn't lose their steam completely.
Yeah, I mean, still a lead for Valpo with about 3 minutes remaining, so over half the game. I would expect them to probably pour one on pretty quick. Every time Hoosiers Black has scored, there's been a response almost immediately, so would not be shocked if that happens. But hey, Hoosier Black is in that blue side of the map. Break clear out of Jank. Master Sub already up, going to redirect the ball farther down the field. And Hoosier Black is starting to panic, need to really get this ball out. A whiff out of MH Box, but the bump is the next best thing you could hope for.
Yes, yeah, we will see. I think with 2 minutes 45, anything can really happen. As Street Fair with a quick shot over the middle, going to be able to extend this lead to 3-1. As the lead widens, our topics also widen on the stream slowly. So if we score one more goal, I'll go back to the cosplay idea. we'll start talking about it a little bit more. But Valpo got to put together a little bit more of a scoring performance here before we get to that point. So you're going to see Jank with a quick offensive strike here. Cosmic being able to return it over midfield. A nice contest at least coming up, as you're going to see it's going to put him on offense. Master Seb coming up over the top, going to be able to bounce this off the right wall, at least keep it away. Box returning it back over midfield. Street Fair on the defensive, pushing back to the side. Really, really nice boost usage there. It's going to be able to stop that, but MH Box uses that to demo somebody in goal, and then Kinu immediately rolls around the side and going to score that right off. So Valpo back to a one-goal lead here. Again, putting them back on their toes. 2 minutes and 18 seconds is more than enough time for anything to happen in this last game.
Yeah, definitely. And Valpo looking to keep their game win streak, their win-loss flawless. They're 4-0 right now in the NECC. They have not dropped a single game. So I don't think they're looking for this one to be the first. It's 2 players commit off the backboard for Hoosiers Black, but no one's there for Valpo. Jank stuck it awkwardly in net with no boost. That one is going to miss.
Nice
Jank
defense.
Will have to save. Master Sub looking to get the ball out, has full boost, not able to go far with it. Kinu actually going to miss. This ball's going to hit the backboard, but Cosmic's finally there to stop the onslaught from Valpo University side. And this is looking a lot more like game 1 and 2. This Valpo fully on offense, not able to be stopped. The Hoosiers Black side not able to get off. Reset attempt there, not going to find one for Jank, and Hoosiers Black are going to find their best opportunity yet.
Yeah, you're going to see Hoosier Black did make the adjustment, at least, to go up for a lot of these more contests. Like, even for the most part, even if you're not hitting the ball, for the most part, you're pushing people off of their route. As Street Fair has been the person this series that whenever the game gets close, they open it back up. Yep. Like that is the deal, is that Street Fair will open this game back up. Yeah, I feel like even though they're not winning all the contests in the air, they're at least forcing Valpo to take off angles. So a lot of those air shots are not on goal. Right, they're forced to settle for a pass. They're forced to settle for something off the wall. It's a really weird shot in the air, goes up there. Box looking for some kind of shot. Street Fair going to be able to save it, and then ball gets cleared back out the orange side. Master Seb off the corner. Jank over the middle, hits the top crossbar, and Box is just going to pitch it right off the side for Street Fair. Going to be able to contest this. Master Seb coming over the middle, not going to be able to find it. It is a race, but Valpo with a 2 demolition move right there. 1 minute left on the clock. Street Fair over in the top right corner looking to reset it. Master Seb taking it right off the back. Jank coming up over the middle, look for the shot, doesn't find the angle. Ball goes a little bit wide left here as Box going to try and clear this over the middle. Street Fair has the return. Kinu Still trying to hit this over the side, but Master Seb's going to go off the right wall looking for some kind of shot. And if you don't get a shot right with a 2-goal lead, there's still 30 seconds left, so there still is time on the clock for Hoosier Black to make a play in this game. But I think once it hits that 10-second mark, that's when it really, really gets crooked. But Box is not going to let that happen. 17 seconds left on the clock. 1-goal game for Valpo.
A little confused on where the defense was there from Valpo. I don't know if they thought Kinu was going to hit it off the wall there. Would have been a bad decision, I think, by Kinu to touch that ball. I think Kinu made the correct decision and the right play there.
Yeah.
And now only a 1-goal lead, 12 seconds, and Hoosiers Black is in the offensive half. This ball is floating dangerously in front of Valpo net. One demo comes in on Street Fair. Only 2 defenders for Valpo. Can Hoosiers Black get this ball in the air? Street Fair with a massive clear. I don't know if any Hoosiers Black members can get there, and it will not bounce up. So that will end the series for Hoosiers Black, unfortunately, in their first matchup. They're going to fall to Valpo 4-0.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
we couldn't ask for much more.
Yeah, we talked about it pre-match, which was, you can talk about being in a division that you don't feel like you're supposed to be in for a lot of the time, but it means nothing if your team doesn't come out and perform. And Valpo so far, consistently for the past 2 weeks, has been performing at that top level that we've been looking at. So no complaints here from the casting booth. We've seen them be super aggressive. Street Fair especially, I feel like was the standout that series. Anytime it really, really got close, Street Fair kind of put it away with a couple of clutch shots. We had a couple of nice, really passing segments as well. Being able to, 1, 2, 3 is never a bad thing to see. At least for Valpo, so being able to pass it 1, 2, 3 is always an exciting thing. Yeah, I feel a little bit of relief in the booth not having to go to Game 5 there, especially with how close Hoosier brought it how close Hoosier Black brought it. So, credit to them, but obviously, Valpo going to be able to take it off.
Yeah, and looking at this, it appears that we are sitting at 8 subscribers. Going into actually October 1st appears to be the last day. It's monthly, so we can set this goal to be for October.
Yes.
Because I guess Halloween is the last day. So we've had 8 subscribers in 1 month.
Interesting.
So I think it probably needs to be more than that.
Yeah. So
here the question is, how much more does it need to be?
Here's the thing: is if I'm going to cosplay the characters, I do not have that on hand, so I probably need a week before to get the stuff.
Okay.
Right. So
we gotta have a due date.
There's got to be a deadline to hit it by, because I gotta know what I'm buying if I'm buying anything. And quite frankly, it's coming out of my pocket, so I'm not gonna be disappointed if you guys don't hit it, but I'm also not gonna be mad if you do hit it, because that's more money to the program. I'll expect that. So if 8 subscriptions with no incentive was last month, I think I will cosplay Heimerdinger. I'm thinking either 15 or 20.
I think 20. A little over double, because I think a lot of those probably are Twitch Primes already.
Yes,
from
yeah,
people,
yeah.
So
we are counting Twitch Primes, so I'll say 20.
Yeah, so it doesn't need to be new. So those 8, if they subscribe again next month, they count. So that's what, 12 new.
Is there any way we can pull up a picture of Heimerdinger on here? Because I feel like obviously I'm a League player, so I know what Heimerdinger looks like. But for the people that don't know who Heimerdinger is, specifically is if there's an arcade, use I don't want to use this alien one. use this picture. Yeah, this one. That one's fine. Yeah, because his arcane view is the one from Wild Rift, so we'll take that. But I'm pretty sure we even have I thought we had a browser.
Oh, I mean, we do. We can pop it over if you just do the league draft one.
Yeah, we could do blank desktop here. I think it is. Yeah. So this is Heimerdinger, by the way. So for 20 subs, including Prime subs.
Yep.
I will dress up as this little guy, and I will bring a mini little turret. I'm bringing a mini little like cardboard turret. I'll put the effort out. I do not halfway things. So if 20 Prime subs, not even Prime, but 20 subs in general to the channel happens, I will dress up as Heimerdinger for our October 30th. That's for 20 subs. I'll say triple that For 60 subs,
60 subs?
I will dress up as Caitlyn. Not Caitlin Clark, not
No.
the basketball player. I don't think I'm that tall. Yeah, I will dress up as Caitlin from League of Legends, which is much harder of a cosplay and a lot more moving parts. But quite frankly, 60 subs is very unfathomable for a college esports team to hit.
Hey,
So I think this is an okay incentive.
someone's got to ask Chris how much is in the esports budget right
if,
now. Yeah, how
if
much fare
there's
do we have this year?
if there is some
How,
whale account that comes in and gives like 30 off rip, I might start shivering. But I feel like 60 is a little too much for this, so I'm happy to put the cross-dressing cosplay for myself at 60 subs. I'll take
hey,
that.
all I'm saying is when Bryce hears this, you better be worried
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
worried about. Is
when Coach Bryce hears,
it's gonna be something, but you know what? I feel like this is my last year. If we switch it back to the caster booth really quick, just a heartfelt message here. I've been casting here at Valpo Esports for 4 years now. I've loved my time here. There hasn't been a better place I feel like I could have spent my time. Especially, I've given a lot to this esports community, and they've given a lot back to me. I feel like so the least I can do for my last year is have a couple of fun incentives and kind of go out on a bang. So I feel like if that whale account hits and I have to dress up as Caitlyn, I will be calling Yovana to do my makeup. Like that's the level I'm at right now. Like we gonna deal with it. That's gonna be how we rock. But either way, I'll go 100 through it. So just to finalize it, 20 subs in the month of October, not starting with the 8 subs now. Right, so it's fresh 20 subs starting today. I will dress up as Heimerdinger on October 30th for that stream.
yep,
Starting at 60 subs, I will dress up as I will dress up in full Caitlyn cosplay. And for the cutoff, let's see, if it's October 30th,
31st,
31st, excuse me,
31st, yep,
31st, right? By I'll say October 25th because our last stream would be a Saturday. We don't stream on Sunday. I'll say by October 25th, that is the cutoff. By the end of that day. So any subs that happen on October 25th will count. I'll say that. But
nothing the week leading up though, nothing after
yes,
that.
nothing afterwards. After because that's when I have to not only if we ever hit a goal decide what I'm gonna like decide what we're doing, but I also have to order the stuff. Like I have
Yeah.
to actually get like outfit. I have to put together stuff in that week.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be a lot of effort, but I'm willing to do it. It's my last year. I'm happy to do it. So that's our goal by October 25th. That's our setup. So if you get 20 goals for 20 subs for Heimer to 60 subs for Caitlyn. Thanks. You can thank Fusick in chat for putting this on me. I appreciate it, but I'm happy to do it. But I think that's gonna be it for us in the booth here today.
Yep.
I do have another game tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow,
Yes,
League of
tomorrow for League of
Legends.
Legends, and then one more game on Friday. So 2 streams coming up should be
Yep.
exciting. Obviously I'll be in game for one, and then back in the booth. You'll see George a lot for them. So appreciate all the support, likes, and follows. Appreciate any of the future subs that go to me dressing up. Appreciate that. And we will catch you guys at the start of our next stream.
Bye.